Now, from your weather authority, your KTAB forecast first.
Well, this morning when you saw those flakes of snow, some folks said, oh no, and some folks said, oh yes, that we were maybe going to see a really blanket of snow. It just didn't happen. A little bit of those snowflakes around the area, but look right now at this gorgeous sunset over mostly clear skies. Is that not spectacular? Now that signals radiational cooling again tonight. Temperatures in the morning in the teens with the wind chill 8 to 9 degrees. Winds out of the north tomorrow 5 to 10 miles an hour. It means temperature is going to improve to about 40 degrees by noon. We'll get up to about 46 by 5 o'clock tomorrow afternoon, dropping to 43, but a warming trend is on the way. That's your forecast first. KTAB News at 6 starts now.
With coverage you can count on. This is KTAB News at 6.
Winter road work is a lot of work, and we take you inside TxDOT to learn more about how they prep for those winter weather conditions.
We all have our New Year resolutions, but what are the goals for 2018 for the city of Abilene? I'm Kathleen Barkley, and I'll tell you coming up.
Plus, the flu has hit Abilene. KTAB's Claire Kreitz tells us how many cases doctors have seen in the last week. Good evening. Thank you for choosing KTAB News. Coverage you can count on. I'm Brittany Paulette.
And I'm Bob Bartlett. Winter weather before and after the new year. That's tonight's top story. It's been a cold, dreary, and even dangerous transition from 2017 to 2018.
And that is why long before the snow started to fall or the ice begins to form on roads, TxDOT is already hard at work trying to minimize the impact of the weather. So KTAB's Nathan Greaves has done some checking on the beginning, middle, and end of TxDOT's work during a weather incident. Nathan joins us live from TxDOT in Northwest Abilene. Nathan?
Well, we decided pretty early on today that we wanted to bring you inside TxDOT, and that's exactly what happened when I went there. I went behind the fence into their yard to learn more about the preparations that are going on all throughout today. It all comes down to salt, quite a bit more than you'll find on your kitchen table, to the tune of nearly 150 tons. That's what TxDOT keeps on hand to battle Mother Nature.
We get more ice here in Texas, and so that's what we tend to treat for, just to try to keep the roadways clear and passable. And whether it's ice or snow, you still want to make sure you keep the roadways passable.
Before a storm even hits, work is underway to keep the roads clear and safe.
Once we have that plan, we go out and we spray brine on the roadway to try to help keep the ice from bonding to the pavement once winter weather does move in.
And the work doesn't stop there. Through the storm and after, crews are putting something a bit more solid on the roads to chew through the ice.
If necessary, we'll go to 12-hour shifts around the clock to make sure that there's always someone, a crew monitoring roadways and treating those areas that are needed 24 hours until the storm rolls through and it's no longer needed.
Afterwards, it's just a matter of getting ready for the next time out.
Today, a lot of the crews are making sure the equipment is ready to go for the next round. Of course, there's not really any weather in the forecast right now, but we always have to make sure that it's ready to go for the next round that does come through.
The ice is all gone, and it took a lot of salt to be able to do it. Crews went through nearly 240,000 gallons of that liquid brine mixture. Reporting live in Abilene with coverage you can count on, Nathan Greaves, KTAB News. Back to you in the studio.
Sure sounds like a lot. Thank you, Nathan. Get warm right after that live shot. Normally those vehicles TxDOT uses are cleaned and put away in the garage, but that snowfall we were seeing is what kept the truck staged and ready just in case.
We have an updated information report on the 3 family members who died from carbon monoxide poisoning in Brown County. The names of the 3 victims have been released by the Brown County Sheriff's Office. KTAB first alerted you Saturday when the 3 individuals were all found dead inside a box trailer on property between Brownwood and Bangs. The Sheriff's Office says propane heaters with no ventilation in the trailer is the cause of death. According to the Sheriff's Office, 69-year-old John Glass Sr. of Brownwood, 41-year-old Brian Glass, and 13-year-old Cody Glass are the victims. Brown County Sheriff Vance Hill is cautioning everyone, especially hunters, to make sure there is ventilation for fresh air when heaters are used in confined spaces. Well, flu season is hitting the big country early. Hendrick Regional Lab is reporting 200 cases of the illness just last week.
And some health experts are thinking this flu season could be worse than last because the peak is about a month early. KTAB's Claire Kreitz has tonight's Eye on Health report.
All right. Flu season came early this year.
Last week we had almost 200 confirmed positive cases of influenza in our region,
compared to the 600 total confirmed cases in all of last flu season.
Late January, early February was when we really had our peak. This year it's noticeably earlier.
Hendrick Regional Lab reports 450 cases already this season.
We're starting to see a big spike, a big peak here.
And how do you prevent the illness?
The CDC calls it the basic three. The first one being get your vaccine. Big proponent of the vaccine. Even in years when our vaccine match isn't as great, it still provides some level of protection for you.
And Landtrip says
it's not too late to get your flu shot. I'm actually in Walgreens right now about to get mine, and if you're like me, I hate shots, but it's better to be safe than sorry.
Very important that, especially now that we know it's here in our community, to go ahead and get that sooner rather than later, especially because it can take up to 2 weeks to confer immunity from the vaccine.
And if you've ever had the flu,
it's very awful. I was sick, throwing up, been to many hospitals, and it's hard to get rid of.
You know how terrible it can be. In Abilene, with coverage you can count on, Claire Kreitz, KTAB News.
All right, thank you, Claire. Now, we also reached out to the Abilene-Taylor County Public Health District, and staff members there say there have been almost 300 cases of the flu reported last week. We want everyone to keep in mind that doctors are not required to report the flu cases to these agencies, so these numbers are not quite exact.
But we'll keep on top of it for you. What do Abilene city leaders hope to accomplish in the new year? That's coming up on KTAB News at 6.
Next, we'll check the price of gas in Abilene after the holiday weekend.
And after the holidays, we're all back together again. Sam, how's looking good?
Well, thank you. We had a little relaxing time, just hunkered down. I think that's what
Cabin
everybody
fever
did.
was sinking in, though, this weekend.
That's the truth. Hey, and across the nation, same thing. Let's look at some temperatures. Talk to the grandkids up in Chicago. Look at that, 3 degrees right now. And
no, thank
they
you.
go into the minuses as far as the wind chill, and as far as Memphis 21, that'll make you trade the blue suede shoes in for some winter boots, that's for sure. But warmer temperatures ahead for the big country, and we'll talk about that good news when we come back.
With coverage you can count on. Bob Bartlett,
Brittany Paletz,
and Chief Meteorologist Sam Nichols. This is KTAB News at 6.